Hello, I'm Kumar from Learn with Kumar. I'm a SEMA professional tutor, and today my video presentation is on building a post-COVID-19 public trust. So I read a very interesting article written by Bryony Clearhill in SEMA June 2020 Financial Management Magazine, 4 ways to rebuild public trust after COVID-19. And I thought that will be a very, very interesting and a wonderful article that was written because according to the blueprint of SEMA for management case study, as the finance manager, one of the core competencies out of the 5 will be managing internal and external stakeholders. You will agree with me, after COVID-19, many will be having a lot of questions about the future of the hotel industry. What is Alpaca's role? I mean, somewhere around about February 2020, many would have been thinking about the survival, even the directors and also the shareholders. But now, by the time you come to August 2020, it will be not about the survival, it's about the future strategies, because there'll be a lot of changes happening after this COVID-19, the public behavior, the guests, but the expectations, all that. So how are we going to build the public trust? So you have a big role to play in managing internal and external shareholders. So I believe you may have a question in this area. So once again, I'm Kumar, and I offer tuition online at very affordable rates. If you are keen on getting tuition, you can visit my website www.learnwithkumar.com, where you will find a lot of videos and notes on the areas that will be of interest to you. Right. So Alpaca Hotel, a big hotel holding 10% of rooms in the country. They have a kind of a very important position in the society, and it will force businesses, including Alpaca, to replan and reposition. The biggest challenge in the hotel industry will be to maintain customer loyalty. That's one of the key big intangibles that we possess, and we need to ensure that we protect that intangible customer loyalty. So basically, as the finance manager in charge of management accounting, you will have a task to support your management to respond to this crisis. So we need to be thinking out of box, and this is what I believe the examiner would expect from you as the finance manager of Alpaca Group, even in the exam. So you need to question yourself, are you supporting management to put people before profits? This is very important. It may be your employees, maybe your customers, suppliers. Put people before profit. This is a time for you to invest in people to protect employee well-being. So we know in the past, if you really look at the businesses that have acted in a fair and a responsible manner during this kind of a crisis, they are most likely to emerge with public trust on their side. I mean, the tourism industry, the hotel industry has faced this kind of thing many a times. September 11th, when the USA was attacked, Twin Towers. 2004, when tsunami hit Asia. And when SARS hit some of the Asian countries, the hotels were really attacked, but they came back much more stronger than they were. And we can see that's happening even now. China was the first country to have this coronavirus. And we can now see from the latest statistics, China, the hotels are getting almost fully booked. So you can see, you can come out of it. What you need is a mindset. What you need is a mindset to influence people. This is the role of the finance manager as per SEMA blueprint. I urge you all to read the SEMA blueprint, because it's a very, very important document which gives us guidance as to how we should go about with the exam. So protect your people, protect them financially. I mean, we are looking today to cut down layoffs, salary cut downs, all that. Some of the things you need to do it. But first of all, before that, look at how can we support our people. Their safety and well-being is one factor, and even financially, there are a lot of government initiatives in almost in every country. What can you, as the finance manager, do to give some kind of a relief to these people of your company or working? Because in the hotel industry, the skilled staff is a very, very important intangible. Without a skilled staff, you can't run a hotel. So it's so important that we protect our employees. It's easy to send them home, but once the hotel industry picks up, and you need to be mindful in this pre-scene, we do have a 2021 big cultural event coming up. And so we need to be prepared for that one. And hotels are almost booked. I'm sure our hotels are also booked. So we need to ensure that we protect our employees, and wherever necessary, we'll have to cut down on staff. There's no question about it. But that should be not the first thing, it should be the last resort that we should be adopting. Make sure all options are considered before going for this job cuts. I can see today unfortunately, some finance managers, the first thing they suggest is to lay off the staff. How difficult to build up the staff. You need to know and build up on that one. Help management to effectively and empathetically communicate the reasoning, if at all, to employees and other stakeholders wherever they need to take some unpopular decisions. We have to be truthful. We have to be full of integrity. We need to be ethical. So these are the matters that, you will be tested. You can put SIMA Code of Ethics very indirectly, and you can score a lot of marks on that kind of thing. You need to be thinking a different answer from what the examiner will see from many students. So if you can take that approach, you are going to be very, very beneficial. So consider health and well-being of employees. That's your number one priority. Ensure that they have given all those, whatever the safety equipment, safety clothing, face masks, whatever that they need to be given. And also ensure that they do wear. So you as the finance manager, you can't go around the lobby and all the places to find out in the 50 hotels, but communicate with the people and see whether they are doing all these things. Have some kind of a procedures adopted. Some people are working from home during the lockdown period, and they have lot of domestic issues also. The children at home, so they have to work while the children are disturbing them. So it's not the office environment when you are working from home. So we need to be mindful. We need to be empathetic with our employees whenever we speak to them, talk to them, and motivate them. Sometimes there may be people with some health concerns. The people who are having heart issues, kidney issues, they are most vulnerable to get this COVID-19. So with those people, we need to be more careful when we communicate with them. Consider offering flexible working patterns or employee assistance programs. So see what you can do. Do you need to come them all 5 days of the week or 7 days of the week? Can we have some kind of a scheme where they can work partly from hotel, from home? Hotel industry depends to a great extent on the human resource. It's a service industry. So we can't automate everything. We need the employees, we need the staff. So we need to look at some balancing programs. Always we need to, if we want to build up public trust, we need to comply with government initiatives. Give priority for health, particularly when the hotels are reopened. You might have to have scanners and sanitizers in place, in lobbies, sanitizers, so that the people will feel safe, because the people will be looking to a new hotel kind of a thing. The hospitals are built up. The modern hospitals are built up on the hotel model, luxury rooms and all that. But I think now it's working the other way about. Now the hotels need to be built up on the hospital model. We need to care for our guest health part of it. Build relationship with government by doing CSR projects. You can offer your hotels as quarantine centers. I come from Sri Lanka, and I know most of the Sri Lankan hotels are offered to the government as quarantine centers. They are making money. Like the hotels are making money, but it's a big kind of a relief that has been given by the hotel owners. And those hotels are they have got an enhanced image profile by doing that kind of a CSR project. This is not a moment for selling. This is a moment to show your leadership, for future. When we go through this crisis and when we show that kind of leadership, public trust, we become much more stronger. And this is where we as the finance managers should be positioned ourselves. Supply chain responsibility is very important, because our hotels are being supplied the vegetables, the meat, and whatever, by maybe not all by all big people, because they are decentralized purchasing in this Alpaca Hotel Group. It may be small vendors, small suppliers who are supplying. Look after them, care for their financial burden. How can we help them? Can we give them kind of an advance? Of course, we need to be mindful of our money. Cost, customer, and the three C's that we should be looking: cost, customer, and cash. We need to preserve, but on the other hand, be looking to do something for our people, because the reputation is the most valuable intangible asset that what we possess, and that's how the brand name of Alpaca is built on. Right? That's the intangible asset. It is not in your statement of financial position, but that's a very impactful one. We can see in the pre-scene, in the Southern Resort, one travel group, 60% of our revenue comes from them, and for them we are the number one. So that really shows the kind of reputation we do have, and build upon that one. Never do anything that is going to harm the reputation of Alpaca Group. So everything what we need to be ethical and professional, and this is where you as a CIMA finance manager, your role will come very handy. When you can talk these things to the examiner, he's going to be totally happy with your answers. Do not underestimate the group of the power of the public perception. This is the time the public is looking at you to see what kind of things are we doing. Are we exploiting? Right? So the stakeholders are looking, the public is looking. So in terms of actions, values, we can have a major impact on the Alpaca Group. So we need to be very careful with our communication. We need to be very careful with our actions. Never exploit vulnerable stakeholders. We do have these vulnerable stakeholders like students whom we employ on part-time basis as waiters and kitchen staff. So we need to be mindful. Don't exploit them. We are to pay the minimum wages. Ensure at least those things are done, so that because we have to be mindful. Social media is a very powerful tool. Anyone can go and put anything. And also in your website, we saw in the website that there can be a lot of adverse comments. So it's very important that we visit websites and see whether there are any adverse comments, respond, react honestly. If we have done a mistake, accept it and correct it. That's the important aspect. Don't ignore any of these things at this moment of time in a situation like what we are facing. You as the finance manager will have a vital role to play in considering the potential future impacts of any decisions. We need to think of tomorrow, right? Today, maybe we are going through a struggle, but think of tomorrow. Look at China, already they are picking up. So look at that kind of thing. So when we are advising on risk planning, and it's good to do scenario modeling, different scenarios as the management accountant, put up some scenario planning and work it out and influence the management to choose the right path. It's your role to be that influential person. This is what your core competencies talk about: communication and influencing your management to take the right path. So what is the future? The priority first is to save lives of people, your guests, your employees, and all that. It will come with a big bill. You can't help it. You need to invest a lot of money in certain modernizations that what we need to look at in the hotels, putting up the scanners and sanitizers, and even the gym you need to sort of rearrange it, having the social distance in spaces, etc. So saving life should take precedence, even if it means greater economic damage and a long recovery time. Don't think in terms of short term. Look at in the long, big picture. We are a company with book value 1,985 million worth of assets, a huge company. So we can't afford to just look at the short picture and lose the battle. We should not get into that and lose the war. So, pandemic has already led to some valuable innovations and changes. Online digital technology has come up in a very big way. You might want to look at those new technology, new advancement kind of thing that can happen, and also look at the possibilities of partnering with government. You have a very good big project coming up in 2021, the year of culture. How can we support the government? It's a government initiative. It's a government program. So be innovative with and look at for changes all the time. Greatest impact will be made through maintaining and increasing employment and driving wider economic growth. This is what the governments will expect from you. So this is what you should be looking all the time to do it. Increase in employment and driving wider economic growth. So I don't know whether many companies have taken some strategies, whether they are right in this direction. Sometimes I think they have been little panic in taking decisions. But I hope you, as the finance manager, will have a more bigger vision for Alpaca. Look at their visions, look at their values, and try to sort of work on those values. Very important to read the precept on those values, and that should be your Bible, if I were to say. Till the exam, that value statement is so important, because we should never suggest even something which is going to deprive or bring a lower value to those values. So thank you very much for listening to this little video, watching this video. So I'm Kumar from learnwithkumar.com. You can visit my website. If you need any tuition, you can contact me, info at learnwithkumar. Also, you can contact me on WhatsApp +9477 321 9387 +9477 321 9387. Doesn't matter whether you take tuition from me or not. Watch these videos, and if you're happy, subscribe for these videos. And if you have any clarification, any questions, send me a WhatsApp message and I will respond to you all. So good luck for all of y'all, and God bless. Stay relaxed and be ready for the exam. Don't take this as a big strain. Stay relaxed, be calm, read the precinct, read many of these things, and ready for the exam. Thank you very much and good luck. God bless all of you.